Hi everyone, so in this video we're going to go through binary subtraction. So this is again in a series of videos about binary. So previously we've covered conversions and addition, and now we're going to go through subtraction. So the first things that you need to be aware of is that for binary subtraction you need to be aware that it's much like usual, but it is, if you take from the next column, it comes across as 2 and not 10 as we would have usually done. Again, this is just because binary uses powers 2, so base 2 instead of 10. So if you borrow 1 from this column over here, when you bring it across, it will come across as 2. So just make sure you make a note of that. So what we'll do is we'll just move on to the next slide. So what we can see here, I'll just get my little pen out again. So we just got a few numbers on there, you can see, and we're just going to subtract them. So I'll pop a little negative sign just so we're all aware. And we'll start with this last column. So 1 minus 1, so that is 0. So that's fine. And we've got 0 minus 1. Ooh, that's problematic because we don't have a 1 we can take away. So what you need to do is you need to either take one from the next column, but there isn't, so we'll need to take it across again. So we can just cross that one off and pop a 0. And then it comes across, and I'll change the colour of the pen just to highlight this fact, is it comes across as 2, right? So obviously it's double, so it comes across as 2. But obviously we don't need it in this column, we need it in this one here. So what we do is we cross off one of them like we would have done usually, and then it comes across as 2 again. So that's fine, so then you can do 2 take away 1, so that is just 1 there. And then we've got that 1 left still from before, and 0, so that's 1 there. And then we've got 0 and 0, so that's fine. If we looked originally, it was 8 plus 1, so we had 9, and we were taking away 3. So that's fine, so that would be then 6. And we can see here it's 4 and 2, which would have been 6, so we know that we're right on this one. So we'll go through this binary subtraction of the bigger number. Don't worry about the bigger number too much, it's exactly the same process, just got to do it more times, so that's fine. I'll get my little pen out again. So we start off on the right hand side, sorry, we got 0 minus 1. Now we can't do that, so we need to cross off from here. We'll pop a 0 there and pop our 2 little lines here so that we know that it's actually 2 because where it's come across. So we go 2 minus 1 is 1, 0 and 0, which is 0. There is 1 minus 1, which is actually 0. 1 take 0 is 1. Then we go 1 minus 1, again 0. And 0 minus 1, again, we're going to need to borrow, aren't we? So we'll take that, pop a 0, and pop our 2 little slashes. And then we can go, okay, that's 2 minus 1, which is 1. So we have a 32, an 8, and 1, which 32 plus 8 is 40, plus 1 is 41. And if we want to check, we can head over to our calculator, and we can see that if we show on here, we've got 94 here and 53. So if we go on 90, click on here, 94, take 53, 41. So we can see we're right on that one, which is nice to see. So then, if we move on, have a go. So have a go at these questions. Obviously I've just laid them out horizontally, but I would recommend that you do the first bit and then directly underneath. Just because it's much simpler how I've laid it out, like I did in the previous slide, like you can see along there. So have a go at these. If you're unsure midway through, then I'll probably potentially pop back to the start of the video and just watch me go through it again. Or there is another video where I'm going through on a paper example, which might be useful to you. But have a go, and in a second I'll go through the answers. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to say pause, and then have a go. So pause in 3, 2, 1, pause. And now we'll go through the answers. You can see here it's 1, 0, and then the next one is 1, 0, 0, Next one is 0, 1, 0, 1. The next is 1, 0, 1, 0. And the next is 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Again, the important thing in all of this is make sure that you put the column headers above. It'll help lay it out and it'll help you keep track of everything. Otherwise it just gets confusing. So hopefully that was useful. Have a little reflection now, because we've covered all the little binary bits. Have a little independent reflection, 2 minutes to think. What do you need to work on, or maybe more support? Or if you're happy with everything, feel free to move on to the hex videos. Hopefully that's been okay for everyone. Remember that you've just learned to go and do binary subtraction, so be really proud of yourself. Hopefully you found it not too difficult. If you did, maybe go back and take another refresh. But hopefully I'll see you in the next one.